Hello YouTube! In this video I'll be going over MoP warrior talents and glyphs. So I've already set up my talents, but I will go over them and I will be testing them out. Most of them out. So first few that I'll be testing out is I'll be testing out double time with this one, but for what you get on the first row for talents is Juggernaut. You can charge every 12 seconds instead of 20. Reduces your charge time. Double time, you can charge twice in a row, but it still has a 20-second recharge time, and it can only grant rage once every 12 seconds. So basically I think that'd work really well against hunters, against mages, and other classes like that. Then we also have Warbringer, which your charge also knocks a target to the ground and stuns it for 3 seconds. So I think that'd be a very valuable one in PvP as well. So for our second row of talents, we have Enraged Regeneration. Instantly heals you for 10% of your total health, and an additional 10% over 5 seconds. It's going to also be used while stunned, costs no rage if used while enraged, and that has a 1-minute cooldown. We also have the passive ability Second Wind. Whenever you are below 35% health, you regenerate 3% of your health per second. Whenever you're struck by a stun immobilizing effect, you generate 20 rage over 10 seconds. And then we have Impending Victory. Instantly attack the target, causing 6,230 damage and healing you for 10% of your maximum health. Killing an enemy that yields experience or honor resets the cooldown, and that's basically just Victory Rush. So, yeah. Next we also have our 45 talent row, which is Staggering Shout, stuns, snares target enemies around you within a 20 charge radius. We have Piercing Howl, which snares enemies and reduces their movement speed by 50%. And then we also have Disrupting Shout, which is interrupting. It interrupts all spellcasting within 10 yards and prevents any spell in that skull from being casted for 4 seconds. Next we also have the level 60 talent, which is Blade Storm. I think we all know what Blade Storm is. You spin around to do massive damage for a few seconds, and yeah, during that you can't be stunned or it's known also as a Wreck Storm or a few other terms for it as well. Then we have the popular Shockwave, which is used by most prop paladins at the current time, but I think that will be definitely one that I think this entire row is going to be our choice for PvP wise. But looking at it, I think quite a few people might end up actually picking Shockwave or Blade Storm, but let's look at Dragon Roar first. Roar ferociously, causing 18,843 damage to all enemies within 8 yards, knocking them back and knocking them down for 3 seconds. Dragon Roar is also a critical strike and ignores all armor on the target. So that's going to be pretty dang good in PvP with people having resilience, assuming that it does ignore resilience. But since this is ignoring armor, I'm sure it'll ignore resilience as well. Next we have Mass Spell Reflect. Reflect the next spell cast on you and all party members and raid members within 20 yards for 5 seconds. So that'll definitely be an interesting one. We have Safeguard, which is basically you just reduce damage and you intercept and everything. Next we also have Vigilance, which makes so whoever you have this on, you take 30% of the damage that they take, as well as you have unlimited taunt cooldowns. Now the level 90 talents, I think these ones are pretty insane. We have Avatar, which transforms you in Unstoppable Colossus for 20 seconds, increasing your damage by 20% and causing your next attacks to generate 30% extra rage. While transformed, you are immune to movement impairing effects. Then we have Bloodbath. For the next 12 seconds, cause for the next 12 seconds causes your melee special attacks to deal an additional 30% as a bleed over 6 seconds. While bleeding, the target moves at 50% reduced speed. Then we also have Storm Bolt. Hurl your weapon at an enemy, causing 100% weapon damage and stunning the target for 3 seconds, dealing an additional 300 weapon damage to targets that are permanently immune to stuns. So I think Avatar will definitely be a major one in this. And for PvE, I think Stormbolt will be a major one as well. So PvP, I'm pretty sure it'll be Avatar and Bloodbath, but more likely Avatar for the increased damage. So let's run in there and let's pull some massive mobs and let's check out Second Wind. So at the same time, we're also checking out Blade Storm, which as we saw, does pretty good amount of damage. Now, Second Wind will be coming in here really soon. We're about 30%. Oh, there we go. 35%. And we're healing through all the damage that's coming through. I'm not even going under. Oh, a little bit. Going under a little bit. Pop a cooldown. I'll even pop Rallying Cry. And boom. Nothing's happening. It's insane. And then, heck, throw that out. The healing is insane. So it's basically as simple as that. You pop a cooldown, a small cooldown, and you can easily get back up with no problems. I'm already back up to 50% roughly. So from the looks of it, and from what I've read, Second Wind is going to be a major turnaround in PvP. Because if your opponent can't get through the healing that you're doing yourself, and if you're doing a healer DPS as a warrior DPS comp, it's just gonna make it even it'll have them be on you even longer if they're trying to get you down. And if they don't have the burst damage, then they're not going to get you down. And for healing DPS or healing tank, although it's probably you're more than likely going to go healing DPS, it's just not going to happen. They're not going to get you down. So now we're going to switch over to this setup. I'm going to pull down impending. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to test out some impending victory and see what kind of healing that does. Heals for 10% of my health, but will it come up to par with Second Wind? Let's find out. Pop in a Dragon Roar. Wow, that does actually a pretty decent amount of damage, and it stuns. So that's pretty beast, in my opinion. Kill a target. I'm not so sure. I think that, yeah, that one would be good for PvE in some cases, but my personal opinion, Second Wind would be so much better. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to say second wind is the one to go for warriors. So we've gone over talents, we've gone over the insane amount of healing that warriors can do. I've also heard rumors that warriors can actually out heal, and they heal more and more quicker and and overall they just heal better than rogues can with recuperation. But we'll check that out in another video. So let's look at talents. We have Blitz, stuns for charge stuns for additional 2 nearby enemies. Bloodthirst, increased healing of Bloodthirst. Bull Rush, charge generates 15 additional rage. Colossus Smash. Your Colossus Smash also applies the Sunder Armor effect on your target. That I think will be pretty good, seeing as Sunder Armor is one of the major benefits of being a warrior. You get through more armor penetration and whatnot. Death from above reduces cooldown on heroic leap and increases damage done. That's pretty nice. And rage speed. While in rage, you move 20% faster. Furious Sundering reduces the cost of Sunder armor by 100%. But I would think that if you're going with Colossus Smash, then you're not going to need to use Sunder armor. So I think Colossus Smash will be definitely one of the top ones used. Gag Order, your pummel and heroic throw also silences the target for 3 seconds. That's gonna be a definite. We have Hamstring, Rage costs, reduced, heavy repercussions. When you pop your shield block, your shield slam hits for additional 50%. Hindering strikes, I think it was overall just insane. Let's look at recklessness. Decreases the critical strike chance of recklessness by 20%, but increases the duration by 50%. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty dang good. I'm definitely liking what Warriors are bringing to MoP. I think in PvP, they're definitely going to be a challenge, but that's only if they have second wind. If they don't have second wind, getting through a Warrior is going to be easier than... It's going to be a lot easier, because if Warriors don't have second wind, then they're not going to be able to last as long through a burst phase. But yeah, I hope this video helps you guys out, and make sure to comment, like, and subscribe.